write this down. Not only we must take responsibility for what we want, you've got to make a radical change. See, 99.5 won't get it, as Wilson Pickett would say. It's got to be 100. If we want to be about it, if we want to keep our commitment and take responsibility for changing lives, helping people to learn how to reinvent themselves, spreading and creating a shift in consciousness, we want to change the planet. If we're talking about putting over 2 or 20,000 or 100,000 people in a coliseum, in a big meeting room in the year 2000 in Orlando, we're behind right now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to make a radical change. When you make a radical change, you're passionate about it. You don't talk to 10 or 15 people a day. You make a radical change, you're serious about what it is you're doing. You're talking to 75, you're talking to 100 people a day. When you make a radical change in your life, I had a friend that I saw him, and I knew that he was not the person that I once knew. He had a religious conversion. He'd made a radical change in his life. Did not necessarily agree with him philosophically, but this guy that I knew that used to walk around with his pants all hung down, shirt out, unemployed, on drugs, high day in and day out. When I saw him in a suit, selling newspapers on a corner for a quarter, I knew something had happened to him. He'd made a radical change in his life. He dropped that heroin. Something happened to him. The people that make a difference in their lives, the people that make a difference on the planet, the people that make major contributions, a lady whose child had been killed by a drunk driver. Many people have had children killed by drunk drivers, but there was a lady who said, no, my child is dead, no. With everything in me, I'm going to make sure no other mother will have to go through the pain that I'm suffering. I'm going to make sure for the rest of my life I will invest my time, my energy, my money, everything to take drunk drivers off the highway. Has she succeeded in doing it? No. But she's on the path. All across this country, drunk driving legislation and laws exist that did not exist until that lady, housewife, never been politically involved, said never again. Made that decision. People make some radical decisions about their lives. Radical decisions. And they don't care whatever it takes to get the job done. I remember when I was at the Chrome Detention Center when they were incarcerating Haitians coming to this country. And I remember a Haitian minister that I work with. And when he came in, and even though I did not understand the language that he was speaking, and his commitment was to give them hope in the midst of this dismal situation. And I saw the eyes and the people that he talked to. Many of the inmates, when they came in there in shackles, their eyes were down. And I remember as he spoke, and even though I could not understand his words, I felt his passion. And I saw them look up. And these people who were emaciated and hungry and just confused, why are we in prison here? Why are they letting the Cubans go free and putting us in prison? Why can't I see my family? Why you have me caged like this? And as he spoke, Father Von Jus, that radicalness in his spirit, his energy, these men who came in depressed left there with a new energy, left there with a new spirit. As we look at ourselves and look at our lives, you got to make radical changes. When I got the diagnosis April the 11th that I had prostate cancer and that I had 3 to 4 years to live if I didn't have the surgery. And after doing research, I decided not to. I had a 6.1 PSA, which 1 to 4 is normal. 6.1 means that you have prostate cancer, and it could be beyond the capsule. It could have metastasized to your lymph nodes and to your bones. And so I decided not to do the surgery. And I had radiation seed implants. And my PSA level went from 6.1 to 7.5. And when the guy looked at my PSA, I said, well, what is it? He said, oh my God. I said, tell me what's happening. I can handle it. Tell me what's happening. What's my PSA level? Is it 0 like you told me it would be? No. It's 7.5. Well, what does that mean, man? That maybe it has metastasized to your lymph nodes or to your bones. We don't know. We need to give you another MRI. Wait a minute. All the pain I've gone through? You told me it would be 0. Let me tell you what I found out. If you got a problem that man can solve, you don't have a problem. We need to give you some other procedures. No, I'm not going to do that. I decided to take responsibility for my life. I took a radical statement that said, if you want to change your life, if you want to live, Mr. Brown, you've got to make a radical change in your diet. I became a vegan. I eat only raw, organically grown vegetables. I had friends praying for me, many people out in this audience praying for me. And I thank you for your prayers. Through the radical vegetables, thank you very much. Through the radical vegetables. Come on with it. Through the radical change in my diet, through prayer, people praying for me at a scheduled time, on a daily basis, through exercise, my PSA now is 3. Hello, hello, hello.